So starting the test drive in this Tuscany Sierra, I love the sound this exhaust gives off. It's just so menacing, so deep, so throaty. It's just tough all the way around. So we'll give it some throttle here. Now, of course, this having a lift and all that on here doesn't necessarily, I should say, certain areas of the road are less even feeling than others. The steering wheel definitely needs some sort of, the steering needs some kind of alignment. I feel like it's pulling to the right. But I don't know if that's a suspension issue, whether it needs like a strut or something, or maybe it's just an alignment, I don't know. But let's see how this fuel mileage is with everything considered here. Getting 18 miles a gallon, then we're getting 16 on this slight incline here. So really not bad at all. And then as it starts to mellow out right about here, it's showing 18 miles per gallon. So that's pretty accurate what this should be getting with the lift and everything. And honestly, the ride quality is not terrible. I'm feeling quite a bit in the pedal and the steering wheel, obviously, just due to something being up with the suspension. But the actual ride is pretty nice, even on this lift, these bigger tires. It just feels rugged, but not necessarily super uncomfortable. Now I will say, what is intrusive is this hood. That hood scoop looks nice, but it's all up in the way. And then the hood is also kind of out a little level, so it's sitting up a little higher than my eyesight, but still nothing terrible. The hood scoop is pretty intrusive, but everything else is fine. Now with this having a lift kit on it, and I mean it's still a full-size pickup truck, but especially with a lift kit on it and just having the hood scoop and everything, it's not the easiest thing to drive. It's not difficult by any means, but this does show its weight quite a bit. But that's pretty much what you want if you're looking at a truck like this anyway. You want to feel like you're king of the road, and that's what this kind of gives you. It gives you that kind of feeling of that. But I think this is still relatively expensive, but you get so much with it, having the heated seats and navigation, of course, all the Tuscany options. I would just make sure this suspension checks out, or alignment, whatever it is. Of course, with lifted trucks, you're always going to have that issue, but all in all, sound acoustics in here, even though it's very windy outside, not bad in here. I can barely hear the wind. And the drone of the exhaust pretty much takes away the intrusive tire noise, so that's not going to be an issue. And the tire noise is not bad, don't get me wrong, but I just can never hear it over the exhaust anyway. But even though it doesn't drive straight, it's still driving pretty well, everything else considered. So it's not like it's shaking me all over the place or it's hard to keep in the line. It's just not, the steering wheel is just not driving straight. We'll put in a low gear. I like that the shifts are pretty responsive I wouldn't say they're snappy, but they're pretty good. But you gotta love a Tuscany upfit on a truck like this. Just, you get a little bit of luxury and a whole lot of muscle with it. And that's what makes these so much fun. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2015 Tuscany GMC Sierra 1500.